Welcome to the Post Sports Chat. I'm Rubenstein here again with Todd Murray to discuss the WVU women's basketball team who received the number 2 seed in the NCAA Tournament. And the Mountaineers will open up play Sunday against Albany and Baton Rouge, Louisiana. And Todd, the first thing, found it interesting that Mike Carey was playing the underdog card once again, and with a 2 seed. Is WVU really disrespected in this situation, or is that just Mike Carey playing the role of ultimate motivator at this point?
Yeah, maybe a little of both. Obviously, they're very happy with the 2 seed. Some people were forecasting a 3 seed. Mm-hmm. But then again, if you look at the draw, they've got an Albany team which has won 3 straight America East titles and conference tournaments, is 28-4. And that's a game that they can't look past. But of course, then in that other game in Baton Rouge, they've got Georgia Tech and LSU, and LSU on its home court is sure to be a handful. And then of course, if you look at the bracket, and if they could somehow get past that, they would go to Louisville, Kentucky, with a possible Sweet 16 opponent as Louisville. And obviously, playing back-to-back game on home courts is extremely difficult, but I guess the good thing for this WVU team is that they've played, very well on the road this year. I believe 16-2 away from the Coliseum.
When you look at WVU's bracket as a whole, like you said, not to look too far down the road, but you mentioned WVU, LSU, Louisville, and then the number 1 seed in that region is Tennessee. Is this the toughest region of the 4 different sides, do you think, when you look at a 2 seed WVU, a 3 seed Louisville, and a 1 seed Tennessee all on the same side, or how does this stack up with the other 3?
Yeah, I think it's certainly comparable to any of the others. That's basically 3 top 10 teams right there in one bracket fighting to get to Nashville for the Final Four. I mean, it's going to be interesting to see, how that plays out. There are Big 12 teams all over the brackets, but you could probably make a strong case that the WVU has maybe the most difficult path to trying to get to that Final Four for sure.
You mentioned the road and the home floors that they're going to have to play on, and when you look at it, this is nothing new to WVU. They're used to playing on opposing teams' floors in the NCAA tournament. Obviously, they've never had a situation where they've played 2 teams on their home floors in an NCAA tournament. And then I saw on the opposite end of the spectrum, I think it was Rebecca Lobo, former UConn Husky standout, had a note where Connecticut has only played on a true road game in the NCAA tournament. I think it's twice in like 24 or 25 appearances. So they're on the complete opposite end of the spectrum. And obviously this discussion is just a hot topic. Is WVU being singled out here, or is this just the nature of the beast with the women's NCAA tournament of playing on opposing teams' home floors?
Yeah, I think that's pretty much the way it is right now. This is going to change a little bit next year. Mike Carey was talking about Monday night that the top 4 seeds next year will have the option of hosting. Of course, this all comes a year too late for WVU. I know they'd love to be in Morgantown for these first 2 games, but a lot of teams knew going into this tournament that they were going to have to play road games in the NCAAs, and it's just the way it is. I think WVU's known that from the start, and so I don't think that while they see a difficult path, I think they're embracing that challenge and wanting to get after it.
And how about this long layoff? It's nothing new. That's just how the conference tournaments and then the NCAA tournament are set up in women's basketball. But you do have a situation where there was a bunch of games in a short amount of time from the regular season into the conference tournament, and now they'll have almost 2 full weeks before they play again on Sunday. How do you think this team handles that? Did it come at a good time for them, or could it break the momentum that they had going?
I think it comes at a good time. The season is such a grind. You don't have many days off during the season. Mike Carey has given them some extra time off since they got back from the Big 12 tournament, and just recently is getting back to regular practice time. So I think he feels like some of this downtime has been good for them, and that they're ready to get back at it.
All right, very good. Todd, appreciate your time once again, and please continue to check theedpost.com for the latest on the Mountaineers. Thanks for watching.